Welcome to Social Security broadcast for CAN TV. My name is Niana. I am a representative within the Chicago area Social Security office. I am here to discuss creating your My Social Security account, applying for Social Security, as well as retirement and disability benefits. So, and if you have any questions while we're having our broadcast today, you can call 312-739-1060. That's 312-738, 1060. 312-738-1060. I have my glasses on and I'm having a hard time seeing. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and in order to contact us online or to apply for retirement, disability, or to create your My Social Security account, you would want to go to www.socialsecurity.gov. That's www.ssa.gov. And if you scroll down, this is our main page for our website. And if you scroll down, you can see the My Social Security tab. That's where you would go to create your My Social Security account. In your My Social Security account, you can, once you created your My Social Security account, you can apply for your Social Security benefit. You can also apply for your retirement benefit as well as disability benefits. You can estimate your benefits to see how much you would receive at your early or full retirement age, as well as you can replace your Social Security card. In order to apply for or replace your Social Security card, you would need a valid driver's license, state ID, or U.S. passport. You cannot make any changes such as your mailing address. If you want to send your card to an address that's different, that differs from your ID, you would not be able to do that. So all information has to be the same. If you have made changes where you live, you would have to come into the Social Security office to replace your Social Security card. In order to get to our offices, you can go to our website at www.ssa.gov and type in your zip code, and it would bring up the offices that's nearest to you. Also on the website, you can apply for your retirement benefit. You would click the retirement tab, and you would just click the button for apply for retirement benefits. Once you do apply for your retirement benefits, you would be contacted by a representative within Social Security. We would do a follow-up call just asking for general information. If you have any questions or comments about your benefit amount, we would at that time go over how much you would receive in Social Security benefits. If you have any spouses that you're married to or were married to, we can let you know how much they would receive. Or if you would like to apply for a spousal benefit, we would also tell you how much you could receive off of your spouse's record. Mind you that if your current spouse is age 62 or above, if you are still married to your current spouse, you would not be able to apply for a spouse's benefit if they're not early retirement age. So keep that in mind. Also, if you go back to the website and if you are disabled or you have a condition that would, a medical condition that would cause you to not be able to work for at least a year, you can go on our website and you can apply for the disability benefit. I'm sorry, the site is a little off, but it's the tab in the corner right there. It says disability. You would click that tab. You can either, before you apply, you can learn about the disability benefit and if that would apply to you or not, if you're not too sure. Or if you have applied for the disability benefits, that is a 5-month waiting period. So if you're unsure of what's going on with your your application or you're waiting, you can go back in and you can see if it's still pending or if you have been approved, so on and so forth. So that is a good tab to reference if you have applied. Again, for disability, it is a 5-month waiting period. So once you become disabled or a condition, medical condition that you're deemed disabled for at least a year, and you can't work or you went part-time work for at least a year, you can apply. There are rules and regulations to the disability benefits, but in general, you would want to apply. After you apply online, give it 48 to 72 hours. A representative would call you to see if you have any questions. If you need to come in, we will let you know at that point. If we need additional information for that disability benefit, there is forms we will have you fill out. And again, that's a 5-month waiting period. Now, say you have been working for the last 5 years, you're age 62 to between 62 and 65 years old, and you have significant earnings, but you have to stop work due to whatever medical is going on with you. You can apply for both the disability and the retirement benefit, and while you're waiting for your decision with your disability, you can start receiving your retirement benefit. So that is an option, but again, you would want to apply. We will go over both the different programs and see which one you would want to proceed with. Now, going back to the website, not only can you apply for the retirement and the disability, but you can also apply for the Medicare. The Medicare is age 65. If you're age 65 and you are Medicare age, you can go online and apply for the Medicare benefit. Now, you don't have to choose both Part A, which is the hospital insurance, and Part B, which is the medical insurance, if you plan on continuing working after you turn 65. You can just working and insured. You have to be working and insured in order to refuse the Medicare insurance or the Part B Medicare insurance. That's the medical insurance, and that would be the subsidy insurance while you're working and insured with your employer, or have insurance with a spouse who is working and insured. That is the only two regulations in regards to refusing the Part B at the age of 65. If you do refuse the Part B, that's the medical insurance, at age 65, and you aren't working and insured with an employer, or you don't have insurance with a spouse who is working and insured, and you decided to take it a few years later, there are penalties to that. It's a 10% penalty every year you wait. So you definitely want to make sure that you are covered under a current employer or a spouse who's working and insured. Keep that in mind. Now, say you have applied for the Medicare, you have the Medicare, but you lost your Medicare card or you did not receive your Medicare card in the mail. You can just click on this icon right there, and you can go to Medicare.gov and request another card by signing up or, creating your profile, or you can do that by going into your My Social Security account and requesting your replacement Medicare card. Again, that's if you have your My Social Security account. If you do not, you can create your My Social Security account here. And then once you've created your account, your profile will come up and it'll show an address change if you need to change your address. If you need to replace your Medicare cards, you can do that at that time. You don't have to come into the office. If it's not necessary for you to do that, you can request it in the comfort of your home by going to www.ssa.gov and creating your profile, making sure all your information is up to date, and requesting your replacement Medicare card, again your replacement Social Security card. If you are receiving benefits, you can also update your address. If you have moved while receiving the retirement or Medicare benefits, you can go onto your profile and you can also update your address, your telephone number. You can also update your direct deposit information if you are receiving a retirement benefit, because we are trying to go paperless. So we're trying to send the paper checks. We're trying to go ahead and stop that. So I am going to introduce you all to a very knowledgeable person who also works for Social Security, and we're going to inform you all about additional information you can do while you have either a My Social Security account or receiving retirement benefits, Medicare, so on and so forth. So I am going to turn the mic over to our very awesome co-host.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Yes.
And I also want to thank you for all the information that you've been giving already.
Mm-hmm.
But with Social Security, I'm actually one of the. Sorry.
You have to say.
Okay. Okay. I'm actually one of the public affairs specialists at the Social Security Administration. And, with this role, it's really unique because we get to go out and visit the communities. But what we're really excited about, of course, is the fact that we have a lot of online service.
Yes.
And one of the other things that we like to focus on is the fact that we promote, planning for your future. Because it's really important.
Yes, it is.
And because it's so important, one of the things that we'd like to highlight is the fact that we have a wonderful website.
Yes.
We really do. And I know you've been showing it. And one of the features that we'd like to promote is the fact that you can go on and you can create a My Social Security account.
Yep.
And you have it right there. Right?
Yep.
So it's really important because with this My Social Security account, it gives you access to your personal information. You can create that Social Security statement once you register for an account.
Yep.
And it really provides you with a lot of important information about your future benefits.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it does.
And not only for retirement, but for disability, for survivor benefits, right? But one of the things, that I often, questions I get about is, how do I know if I have enough credit?
Yeah.
Because this statement actually shows all the earnings.
Yes.
Right? And what do we always say?
Yeah.
Make sure that every single year of your earnings are correct.
Yes.
And why?
Yeah, it's very important because if we don't have any, if you have some missing years and we don't have your earnings for those years, then you could get a benefit amount. Your actual, the one you're not supposed to get.
Absolutely.
So it's really important that you have all your earnings up to date. It's great I have a My Social Security account because I keep up to date with my earnings, and if you have any years missing, you can just bring those W-2s into the office or self-employment income.
And I'm glad you brought that up because the other day I ran into a gentleman who is, I think, about 68 years old, and he said, I need one more credit. That's what my statement says. And I said, as soon as you get that credit, just bring on that W-2 because it's already retirement age, right?
Yeah.
And now he can actually get his benefits,
That's
right?
it. Yep.
I mean, so it's really important and it's really good, to know where you can go to access information. But, people also, perhaps they don't know that we have a retirement estimator, which will give you those actual benefits for your future at your earliest that you can, which is 62. And you can take it at your full retirement age, which is different for everybody, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And also, if you want to delay it, you can delay it up to the age of 70. So, for example, if my full retirement age is 66, and I want to delay it for every year, you'll get approximately about an 8% increase until the age of 70.
Yeah.
So what do we say to people? You know, retirement, taking a retirement benefits, it's a very personal decision, but you have choices.
Yes,
right?
you know, and that's a great thing about Social Security, especially if you don't want to do the early retirement because you plan on continuing working, and the annual earnings test is $17,040.
Right.
So if you plan on making, say, 40, 50, 60, and you don't really want to take your early retirement benefit, you can delay that until your full retirement age, depending on when you're born, either 66 or 67, and then you can work full time, receive your full retirement benefit, and it's a good deal.
Yeah, I know. And you know, most of the time people who retire early, they often say, well, you know, can I still work?
Yeah.
And you can.
Yes, you
know, you just have to be careful about the yearly earnings that you make, because for this year it's $17,040 a year. But of course, if you go over that, you know, then we'll have to reduce it, right?
We make adjustments, or depending how much over, you know, you can, you know, talk it over with if you're married, or you want to go over the numbers to see if that's a best suggestion for you, if you should pull it now or wait.
Right, exactly. So, you know, it's important to know that once you reach that full retirement age, then you can make whatever you want.
Yeah, it's no limit.
There is no limit. People really get excited.
Yeah, they do. They really do. They're like, oh, really? We get them all the time, and they're really excited when we say, no, it doesn't matter how much you make. You can still receive your full retirement benefit. So it's approximately
$1 in benefits that would be withheld for every $2 you go over that $17,040 if you retire early. But other than that, once you reach that full retirement age, then of course, you know, we don't count your income anymore. So that's really important. And you know, some people have questions about, well, how about if I have investments, or I have an IRA or whatever? We don't look at that.
No, we do not.
No.
Only earned income do we consider in regards to receiving the early retirement benefit.
Absolutely. So it's really important to know that. But also, you know, people should know that if you retire and you have a spouse, the spouse can get benefits too. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there are possibilities.
It is a spousal benefit that, depending on how much they would receive on their own record, they could be eligible off of the primary their spouse's
Absolutely.
benefit.
And then we also cover minor children up to the age of 18 or 19 if they're still in high school. We also cover adopted children and some stepchildren too. So it's always a matter of asking, inquiring, you know, who's eligible for benefits. But what better than to visit our website if you could, you know, well, we have our website, which is really wonderful. So just visit our website, and you can look on here under retirement. It's got all the information, but you know, we should also mention that you could also get benefits possibly as a divorced spouse.
Yes, this is very true.
As a divorced spouse, because you know, I mean, as long as you were married for 10 years, right? And divorced for 2. You could always inquire to see if you're eligible for a benefit.
As well as widow benefit.
Yes, absolutely. We were very concerned also about, you know, survivors, widows, and widowers getting benefits, and they can certainly, you know, also do that. But one of the things we want to remind you is that you could file for retirement online for spouses benefits as well, right? You can also file online for disability benefits. Survivor benefits, not yet.
No, not yet.
But it's good to know that. And also, you know, some people are still amazed that they can actually get a replacement Social Security card online.
Yep, and well, as
at your office.
Yes, at the office or the online.
They tell them right away when they come in, and
we try, you know, because if you don't have to come in, we try to have people create their My Social Security account again at www.ssa.gov. medicare.gov. You can create your account. You can replace your Social Security card if there are no changes with your address, name, any date of birth. If there are, it's just you strictly just want your Social Security card to you can apply online. Again, if you want to call us, the lines is open. It's 312-738-1060. We have a few more minutes here that we can discuss the Social Security. And if you want to call our national number for Social Security is 1-800-772-1213.
So you have options, but the easiest thing is to visit us online at www.socialsecurity.gov. Of course, our website is there for you. Create a My Social Security account. Also, file for retirement, for disability.
Medicare.
Medicare. I mean, Medicare is really important because, with Medicare, of course, people are very concerned because Medicare is our national health plan. And we always remind people, 3 months before, on the month of your 65th birthday, or 3 months after, you can enroll into Medicare. And it is important that you do it on time, because if you don't do it on time, what happens? There's a penalty.
There is a penalty, and that's what we were discussing today about if the importance is if you don't want to choose the Part B, you can, if you're still working and you're insured with your employer or insured with a spouse who's working and insured, you don't have to do the Part B because that would be the supplemental to the work insurance. However, if you plan on retiring or if you don't have insurance with a spouse who's working insured, you definitely want to get in that initial enrollment period, which is 3 months before or 3 months after your 65th birthday.
So it's really important to know that it's there for you. If you reach your 65th birthday, you stop working. But if you delay your stop working, then of course you have options. You can do it under the special enrollment until you stop working. Then you come back to Social Security and we can enroll you into the Part B. Because the A, you can take it even if you're still working and you're 65 because it's basically free. Right? So, but remember that the general enrollment, it's key, right? It really is.
Very important.
So, 3 months before on the month of your birthday, 3 months after would be the initial enrollment. And then the delayed enrollment if you plan to work after 65. And then the general enrollment is for people who missed out.
Who missed out.
Who missed out, and now they have to wait until January through March. And it doesn't go into effect until July. But don't forget that you can also enroll into Medicare online.
Right here at www.ssa.gov. Click that Medicare. It's a tab for Medicare. You can click it. It's literally like a 5-minute application, and we will call you within a few days, 2 to 3 days later. We'll get a call, see if you have any questions, any comments. If we need any documentation from you, we will give you a call. So you're not just left hanging. We will do a follow-up.
And the other thing is that we also have information online in many different languages, more than 16 different languages, and it's all online. Okay, so please don't forget to visit us at www.socialsecurity.gov because all the information is on there. We also have a Spanish website.
We do.
So it's important to visit us and create that My Social Security account so you can start looking at your record, check your earnings, make sure they're all correct, and then also you can know what you will receive in the future. At early retirement, full age retirement, or delayed retirement, we have information for everybody. And it's truly a program that Social Security wants to make sure that that we're with you through life's journey. That's what we want to make sure. We're there to protect your future. We're there so that when you have any questions or you need to file, whether you choose to do it online, the easiest way, right? The easiest way. But we have a lot of local offices, you can visit us too, and you can call the 1-800 number. The 1-800 number is 772-1213.
Yes.
And it's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
And, you know,
Thank you.
Whatever language you speak, right?
Yep. And we appreciate you all for joining us today, learning about the different avenues and
Yes.
applying for Social Security, retirement, disability, replacement Social Security card, so on and so forth. Again, visit us at www.ssa.gov. And this is our time. Thank
Oh
you.
my God, thank you so much for
enjoyed it.
watching. Thank
Thank
you
you.
to everybody. Have a great evening.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
evening. Bye.